Good evening, good morning rather, guys. Welcome to today, Wednesday. Today's trainings are actually going to be a little different because it's actually going to be like I'm approaching a different topic here, one that I think matters. I call it rebellion, making healing affordable. It's to give you some insight and some access to or awareness of what options you have available to work with me, my systems, and to accomplish real healing in your world. But I also want to address some of these dynamics I see a lot in healing and therapy and whatnot that bother me, that are things that I want to rebel against, that I want to confront directly, because I'm kind of in this chompy place with all these things. So hear me out here, okay? So if you're new to me, I'm Marshall Burtcher, and I help codependents and survivors of narcissistic relationships achieve happiness again, help you heal, rediscover yourself, restore sanity, peace, and connection to your reality, back to you, and to do that in an effective and affordable way. Options that allow you to get into programs, allow you to succeed, because that's where it's at. I remember, I've got to share this out to the community too. If you're looking for safety, you're looking for a safe haven, you're looking for that guidance, and to be seen and understood, and to be given one-on-one. Like, I share a lot in the community. I connect with you guys there in posts and whatnot. Get a little expert guidance in your world. Join the community. The link's above on Facebook, below on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And let me get that shared out there before we jump into the rebellion here. Yeah, today's been my brain's been racking on this for a little while. Hey, Mila, how are you? Let's see, share. Oh, they're moving buttons again. Facebook and their movings. Gonna drive me crazy. Alright. There we go. Okay. So, when I started out, way back when in 2008, doing this kind of work, it was really, really impressed upon me that you gotta charge a lot. Gotta charge a premium, gotta be really expensive, gotta really get out there, gotta have your high ticket item, all this stuff. And so I did that, and I didn't like it, so I changed it. Rather than having to charge people $10,000 or something, my working with me one-on-one ranges between $1,500 and $3,000 when I have openings. And that's the trick these days, there aren't too many openings. But yeah, the operating platform itself, yeah. 2020 has been fun. So as I've gone through the years of being a coach, being a mentor, being coached, being mentored, being helped in my own journey, I've encountered a lot of overly expensive programs that don't produce results, just to be blunt. And this bothered me. And it also bothered me that, especially with you guys, I serve a community. You guys have been through hell, and a lot of times we don't exit that hell with a lot of dollar bills, right? We're not independently wealthy, so it's, oh, I need healing, I'm going to pay this huge amount. No. And then with the economic situations that have persisted over the years, and then with coronavirus, I decided to do a little rebellion. I decided to change things up for my company and for how I approach you guys. Because the courses I offer range between $500 and $1,500 depending on what membership you would get. Because the reason why the price range has been that way is because you get everything else with it. So if you were to join the happiness strategy, you also would get my 3 core trainings, the heal training, from addiction to connection and nurture. So you get all the support there, plus all this lifetime access to live mentoring with me through group live mentoring that happens 2 to 3 times a week, stuff like that. And so the price point made sense for what you get. You get a lot with the bang, which is one of my desires there, is to make things really happen. And one thing that really mattered to me is the effectiveness of it, and also the accessibility of it. And with COVID and with all the economic turmoil we're dealing with, I figured, let's do something radical here. And so I have created memberships. And there's 3 of them, and there's going to be 3 of them by the end of the year. So these are a slow rollout. So the first one's called the Heal Yourself membership, and this is what gets you access to the Heal system, which is designed to help you heal from the emotional trauma of narcissistic abuse and neglect. So this 12-week system targets the shame, fear, guilt, and fatigue that you have internalized as truth about you, and helps you release it and integrate love in its place. Because this expands you back into you, helps heal that shame so that you can be more of yourself. And then the second component is that From Addiction to Connection course. That's the most popular course I've ever offered. People all over the world just love this thing. It's an 8-week course. It teaches you how to restore your sanity, your peace, and your connection in your life, and heal from the trauma bond, heal from the love addiction. Then it gets you access to Nurture, which is a 4-week process, teaches you how to meet your needs emotionally, internally, and externally through the what, how, who method for relating. But the cool part about this, guys, is it also gets you access to future courses that land in that membership. One of those will be coming up here in late September, early October, called Restoration. Restoration is going to be about regulating your nervous system, restoring safety to feeling and to existing, and into attaching with others. So it's a really deep healing system. It's all included in the membership, because a lot of coaches, a lot of mentors out there, they build a course, you buy the course. Oh, he puts out another course, you buy that one too. Eventually, you get this thing called a value ladder where you, the consumer, is giving the coach lots and lots of money. And I feel like that's a bait and switch kind of scheme. It's not something I really feel safe doing. So I offer memberships that focus on a very specific category of your development beyond codependency. And there's 3 of those phases, so that's why there's 3 memberships. The first phase is healing yourself, so the first membership is the Heal Yourself membership. The second phase is knowing yourself, which requires a different approach, different tools, different trainings. That's why it's a different membership. That's called the Know Yourself membership. And then the third phase will be the Share Yourself membership, which is all about developing healthy attachment, relationships, friendships, and learning how to date post-codependency. So that's why I have 3 of them, because there's 3 phases, 3 memberships. Boom. And so what's cool is each membership includes access to the membership below it. So like Heal comes first. So in the Know Yourself and Share Yourself memberships, you get access to the Heal Yourself membership. If you buy the Share Yourself membership, then you get access to the Know Yourself and Heal Yourself membership. That's how it works. It kind of all like a Russian doll kind of thing. They're all nested. And the cool option with memberships is you get a monthly option, a yearly option, and a lifetime option. So depending on your financial situation, you can start your healing out ASAP for $49 a month with the Heal membership. I've had a link up below on Facebook, above on Facebook, below on YouTube. Click on that and take the masterclass, learn what you get in the Heal membership, and join. And it starts at $49 a month, or you can go for $397 a year. Or if you want it forever and ever, it's $600. And you also, in this membership, all my memberships include this, is what I call live mentoring hours. Live mentoring hours is where you can access me directly through a secure Zoom room with other students. You can ask your questions. You get support and guidance on those questions. You all can get support and guidance from each other. And it's a way that I work to connect with you and guide you through the course you're doing the work that you're expanding into. So you get real-time access to me that way. And you also get access to what's called the Thrive Strategy Library, where I teach you life's essential skills that we didn't get growing up, like how to communicate, how to say no, how to say yes, what's my power, what's a boundary, how do you do it, those kind of things. There is a lot I give you in this, because my goal is for you to succeed and to heal. And that's the first goal. And the second goal is to prosper so that I can do more of this for more people. And I figured making it affordable and accessible is the smarter way. It's the kinder way. It's the more reasonable way. It's the human way. Because this isn't just about, oh, I need to go out and make $1 billion. It's more like, let's make a change and let's make it accessible. So this is kind of a rebellion against a lot of things I've been taught in the business trainings I've been in and the courses I've taken, the people I've worked with. This is a rebellion against that, because I want you to connect with your healing, because one, I'm quite confident in what I do. My stuff works. If you work it, it'll work you. And now you can have access to it. So there. It's what it's about, making it affordable. So you can access it, you can heal, you can thrive in your world. And you deserve that. So check that out. Check out the Heal membership. The Know Yourself membership and the Share Yourself memberships are not available yet. They'll be released here October, November. But right now, that Heal Yourself membership is alive. You can go check it out right now and join. Especially if you're looking to heal from trauma in the narcissistic relationship. You're looking to master restoring safety and healing and peace to your body and to your mind, and to break free of that trauma bond. So you restore your sanity, peace, and connection. You can go there now. Another bit I want to throw in here, so this isn't just talking about what I offer. There's a wrestle when we grow. There's a real wrestle that shows up in how we approach ourselves and how we value what we contribute. And I've been wrestling with that myself, because I hope I don't give off the impression, but it probably do, that, oh, I've got it all worked out. I've arrived. Look at me. Yay. No. Even today, I woke up and my brain was just on fire with this, like, well, what we do doesn't matter, what we would do. It's this real negative voice. And this voice comes from what's called transactional value. It is an extension of not being valued and appreciation for who we are and what we contribute. It's a product of a competition and what's called scarcity mindset, where we believe resources are scarce and that what we have to offer really doesn't matter. Isn't that tragic? Just think about that for a moment, that who we are and what we have to contribute has no value. This is the kind of impact we get when we are raised by narcissistic systems, individuals, social norms. That our value, what we create, what's unique to us, has no meaning, no value, no importance in the world. It's theirs. The other person's more important. Theirs is better. Theirs is more effective. Theirs is this or that. And when I hit this wall in my world, there's this saying I ran into a few years ago that said, there is room enough for you. And there is. There's room enough for you. Those dreams you have, the things that percolate up in you and bring you a joy, bring you a smile, there's room enough for you there. So if you have music to create, you have art to share, if you have a book to write, if there's a business or a service you'd like to provide, if there's just a fishing hole you'd like to go to, there's room enough. I want you to hear that. I want you to know that. I invite you to explore that for you, that you are welcome here. And I am grateful you exist, because it's all an interconnection. It's a symbiosis. I have my own brilliance. I'm sharing it with you. May impact your life, may not. You have your brilliance. You can share it with me. I'll bet you it impact my life, right? And if it doesn't, then I know what your brilliance is, and I know people that could value or benefit from it. That's the ecosystem of relating. That's how we prosper, and we put it in marketing terms, scale. It's how we expand and contribute. Share our worth, share our brilliance. And that's, I went on a nice long walk and reminded myself this morning, Marshall, what you have to contribute matters. It's mattered to hundreds and hundreds of people. You see it every day. The messages you get, the emails you get, the changes you see your clients and students have, the changes you've seen yourself have. So this voice, this programmed voice, it's telling you it's all bullshit. It's just a thought. It's not reality. It's not the truth. It's not a fact. It's just a thought. A thought produced by a younger me that wasn't valued, a younger me that wasn't taught to trust himself, just a younger me that's trying to find its foothold again in the world. And I just pick him up and hold him, because that's not his job anymore. He's just a little kid. That's not a responsibility any child has to have or should have. He gets to play. So my friends, my badass friends, my courageous friends, we're doing this together. And we can grow together. We can scale together. I really don't that word, but you can expand and discover you. And then I can contribute to that. You can contribute to me. And we can just grow this thing. Because we can be free. We can be happy. And I'm excited to be a part of that journey with you and to assist you in accomplishing the things that matter to you in your world. So thank you guys. I appreciate your time. I really appreciate your support. I appreciate your trust and your investment in me and giving me your time, your understanding, giving me a chance to influence you. And this goes for everyone that follows me. I don't care if you're a client or a student or you're just part of the community, Facebook or on Instagram or Pinterest or the email list or YouTube. Thank you. Thank you for letting me contribute my brilliance to your world, and I hope that it's making a difference. I'm looking forward to being able to serve you more and bring deep healing back into your world, help you expand and know who you are so that you can share who you are to the world and discover for yourself the joy of being you. Stay safe out there, guys. Remember that you're worth knowing, loving, and keeping, and I will see you in our next video.